Hello everyone and welcome to my sister wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister wives Janelle Brown welled up with emotion after discovering people had sent contributions to animal shelters to memorialize her late son Garrison Brown. Janelle uploaded 2 photographs of Garrison with many of his kitties on Instagram, along with screenshots of the websites of both High Country Humane and Ark Cat Sanctuary in Flagstaff, Arizona. I have been brought to tears again. I'm being notified of everyone's contributions to Garrison's name, she wrote in the caption of her post on Tuesday. Thank you for all your generosity. It means so much. The animals he adopted from both organizations were extremely significant to him. He liked being a cat dad. Garrison, the 25-year-old son of sister wives stars Janelle and Cody Brown, was discovered dead in his Flagstaff, Arizona home on March 5. At the time, Lieutenant Charles M. Hernandez II of the Flagstaff Police Department told people that detectives responded to a report of a fatality inside a residence and verified that Garrison's brother Gabriel, 22, had discovered Mr. Brown deceased in an apparent suicide. Janelle confirmed the heartbreaking news on Instagram the same day, saying that she and Cody were deeply saddened to announce the passing of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. His passing will leave such a tremendous void in our life that it takes our breath away, she continued. We ask that you kindly respect our privacy and join us in remembering his legacy. Cody and Mary Brown shared the similar messages on their own Instagram sites, with Mary adding, Garrison, you are adored and will be missed. On Saturday, a modest private viewing for Garrison was conducted and attended by his family members and friends, who honored him on social media following. In a post on Instagram Sunday, Christine Brown mourned Garrison by posting family photographs and saying, every shot with Garrison in it is now exponentially more significant than ever before. I am scrambling for just another glimpse of such a great guy, brother, son. Michael T. Brown Padron, who is Robert's half-sibling and Christine's daughter, penned a touching tribute to him on Instagram Monday. After sharing 2 quotes about pain and experiencing love, Michael T. wrote, My heart breaks for my brother who's no longer with us, but it rejoices knowing he's with his fellow warriors in Valhalla drinking and fighting with Odin. I hope he is embracing his position amongst the stars, she said. Garrison was always the funniest guy in the room. He was one great person and I grieve so badly since my kinda will never be able to experience his delightful presence. But he will live on in all my family memories. Have fun up with the stars, little buddy, you're missed. In another tribute on Sunday, Garrison's sister Maddie Brown Brush posted on Instagram, Our hearts are sick, devastated, and we are now overwhelmed with the love now left behind for this lovely brother. God be with you until we meet again. I'll meet you at the gates of Valhalla, dining with our forefathers who fought before you. Until then, we must live in a more gray world without the brightness you brought. Fans were initially introduced to Garrison in 2010 with his numerous siblings, mother Janelle, father Cody and Cody's 3 spouses, Mary, Christine and Robin Brown, in the TLC series depicting the polygamist family's day-to-day lives. After Janelle spiritually married Cody in 1993, the pair went on to raise 6 children, Madison, Logan, Garrison, Gabriel, Hunter and Savannah. In December 2022, Janelle stated that she and Cody had split. Over the years, Cody's connection with his children has been difficult. In a 2023 episode of Sister Wives, Gabriel and Garrison claimed they were at odds with Cody after expressing their discontent with how he had managed the COVID-19 outbreak. Janelle subsequently voiced worry about her children's difficult connection with their father, stating in a confessional, I have worried about my boy's mental health. Gabriel feels everything extremely very intensely. But he's also the child who doesn't say anything. Garrison just appears furious or depressed, like he's not as happy-go-lucky as he used to be. The 25-year-old died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head on March 5. Garrison was put to rest over the weekend according to a post by his cousin Emma Brown. Emma posted many vintage images of her late family member with a touching statement on her Instagram on Saturday. She said, "Dear Robert, I had to dress up for your funeral today, and here is everything I wish you could have heard before I had to say goodbye. We love you. I don't even possess a photo of you without your captivating grin. I don't know whether I have the correct words to convey I'll miss you. I wish I was able to give you a hug and tell you how much you were loved. You were human, you had flaws, but never once did I doubt the friendship we had," she added. Emma said, "I'll always treasure the days I got to spend with you. We intended to go on so many hiking excursions but only made it to one. I'll miss your funny dad jokes, our coffee runs, the meals we enjoyed. The times we watched movies and you always let me put nasty face masks all over our faces. You always made sure that I had ate and made sure I understood I could always speak to you. You were a son, a brother, a soldier, and a friend. If there is a God, I pray he's giving you peace. I love you, Robert," she ended. Robert Garrison Brown was discovered dead last week by his brother Gabriel at his house in Tucson, Arizona. His mother Janelle, 54, confirmed the devastating news in an Instagram post on Tuesday. "Cody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown," she wrote. "He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him." The reality star said, "His loss will leave such a tremendous void in our life that it takes our breath away. We ask that you kindly respect our privacy and join us in remembering his legacy." TLC also released a statement to people on Tuesday, adding, "We are heartbroken to learn of the untimely passing of Garrison Brown. We extend our deepest sympathies and heartfelt condolences to the Brown family at this difficult time." Shortly after the TV personality's death, the U.S. Sun exclusively received the police record that indicated when Janelle arrived on the scene. According to the records, the mother of 6 responded that he just stopped texting last night. The report claimed Janelle also made the comment that she should have gotten Garrison help in the past as well. She also observed that Garrison was estranged from his father. Before his murder, it was known to Sister Wives viewers that Garrison and his dad Cody Brown, 55, had a rocky relationship for years. Gabe informed the police that his brother had been struggling with mental health concerns and alcohol abuse. In the police report, Garrison's roommates Tyler, Cheyenne, and Addison all offered their recollections of the hours leading up to Monday night's tragedy. The officer noted Addison claimed that he has had chats with Garrison about his being sad recently. He stated that Garrison is an alcoholic and drinks every night. Addison stated he and Garrison talked the night before his death and that Garrison had looked to have been intoxicated. Although the couple spent a lot of time together, Addison noted that nothing Garrison said ever sparked a red flag. The report went on to add that Addison stated that he knew that Garrison was having problems with his ex-girlfriend and that he was not a very happy person. Garrison's second roommate, Cheyenne, verified Addison's narrative of the reality star's troubles. Although she and the Sister Wives actress primarily knew one another in passing, she claimed they had been conversing more regularly lately. She stated that she talked a little more in depth with him about how he was struggling with drinking and his depression surrounding that, the police statement continued. Janelle Brown of Sister Wives is mourning her son Robert Garrison Brown, who was found dead on March 5. But amid her grief, the TLC star has been touched by the efforts of those who want to honor Garrison's memory. After people learned that Garrison had adopted a cat shortly before he died, many decided to make donations in his honor to charities supporting animals, Janelle revealed. In Garrison's final Instagram post before his death, which he uploaded on February 28, the 25-year-old happily showed off the newest addition to his family. "Newest addition to my home, Ms. Buttons. She's 9 years old and was on the line for euthanasia, but my savior complex couldn't suffice," he captioned a picture of himself cradling the gray kitten. The Sister Wives cast member already had 2 other cats, Cathu and Patches O'Houlihan. After learning of Garrison's passing, several admirers contributed gifts to 2 animal shelters/rescues in Flagstaff, Arizona, where Garrison lived, High Country Humane and Ark Cat Sanctuary. I have been brought to tears again. I'm being told about everyone's donations to High Country Humane and Ark Cat Sanctuary, in Garrison's name, Janelle wrote in a March 12 Instagram post. Thank you all for your generosity. It means so much. The cats he adopted from both agencies were so important to him. He loved being a cat dad. Garrison was one of Sister Wives star Kody Brown's 18 children. He was the 4th child of Kody and Janelle, who was Kody's second wife. Along with the rest of the Brown family, he started starring on the TLC reality series in 2010. The most recent season of Sister Wives emphasized Kody's alienation from some of his and Janelle's boys, including Garrison. The family members had argued over Kody's determination to observe stringent COVID-19 safety standards during the epidemic. Before his death, Garrison had sent some alarming text messages to family members, the Los Angeles Times said. A worried Janelle ordered one of her other children to go check on him. His brother Gabe found Garrison, who had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, authorities said. In a joint statement issued on March 5, Janelle and Kody stated they were deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him, the former couple stated. His loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you please respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory. Sister Wives actress Janelle Brown is providing a wonderful update amid the devastating death of her son, Garrison Brown. He went suddenly a week ago due to an apparent suicide and was just put to rest over the weekend. This has crushed the family, but Janelle is doing her best to find consolation despite her agony. Janelle Brown loved her children and went to bat for them when her estranged husband, Kody Brown, wanted them gone. He felt that they were being unsafe and breaking his pandemic protocols, but Janelle would rather be without a husband than without her children. This was a huge move for her, as she was never a super mama bear. In the beginning of Sister Wives' third wife, Christine Brown was the primary homemaker, whereas Janelle was the worker bee from morning until night. For them it just worked and they had a great system. Janelle and Christine's 12 children along with Mary Brown's child, Leon, were very close. Sadly, Garrison Brown allegedly took his own life and no one will ever be the same. Though they have each other to draw on, it cannot erase the agony. Luckily, Janelle has discovered some sunshine in this horrible storm, as she revealed on Instagram. Being on the beach with her grandbabies in the beautiful sunshine is her tranquility. She is with her daughter Maddie Brown, Brush's children Axel, Evie and Joey. They had all just gathered in Flagstaff to say goodbye to Garrison, but it seems this was just what Janelle needed. She also shared Michael T. Brown Padron's tribute to Garrison. It featured a pic of him and Michael T.'s eldest daughter, Avalon. From the photographs that have been shared by both Maddie and Michael T., it was evident that Garrison was a terrific uncle who loves his nieces and nephews. He also loved his mother, Janelle Brown, but had a very rocky relationship with his dad, whom he was estranged from when he went. So many followers have left beautifully lovely thoughts to Janelle Brown. They had seen Garrison Brown grow up since he was 11 years old on Sister Wives. Therefore, he had become a part of everyone's family. This was one tragedy that affected many very hard. I'm very sorry for this great loss, Janelle. He was such a brilliant light. Red Heart. You have approximately 15,000 people here praying for you and supporting you as you mourn the death of your child. I respect how much you've battled for your kids. We are so incredibly sorry. We burn a candle nightly in memory of Garrison and wish for peace for you and your family. Sister Wives stars Kody and Janelle Brown are going through the worst experience of their lives, as they've lost their precious son Garrison Brown, and fans appear to be taking sides. Kody's used to criticism, but the shade he's getting right now probably hurts more than anything that he's encountered online in the past. He's still reeling after losing one of his children, and Janelle's in pain too. However, fans are giving her so much love. Cody's getting the opposite. Sister Wives Season 18 was unpleasant for everyone but Christine Brown, who seemed energized after finding the courage to leave Cody and start over. Even an elated Christine had issues sometimes, including anger over the way that Cody treated the wives that remained. Cody hit turbulence with Christine, Janelle and Mary Brown, and the drama was grueling. Sadly, no one knew that something even worse would happen once the season was over. Cody and Janelle have so many fond memories of their son, Garrison. While Cody clashed with his son sometimes, most parents do fight with their kids. Since Garrison and other Brown kids have talked about their problems on screen, it's not that surprising that certain fans are calling out Cody now. However, the timing of their critical comments makes them especially hurtful. This isn't the typical reality TV drama, it's as serious as it gets. This is someone's child. So, while fans are clearly giving Janelle their condolences and sending their good energy to her, Cody doesn't get the same comfort. He must grieve as the world attacks him. That adds even more pain to an already heartbreaking experience. Cody may have learned to tune out haters, but in the past, Cody has been hurt by critics. So, imagine how much it could be negatively impacting his state of mind right now. As people sound off on Instagram, dad-shaming him when he lost a child to suicide days ago, they must realize that he might see it and react to it. Sure, fans want to voice their thoughts, but this is a little reckless. Cody could be on the brink, why would anybody want to push him over? These are concerns that only the commentators can address. That comment was left today, March 11, 2024. Of course, Cody will be thinking the same thing, I should have been there for Garrison and Janelle. So really the commenter is just intensifying the guilt and shame that Cody's feeling. Since he had no idea that his son was going to do this, he was blindsided by a terrible event. He probably feels like his soul's being wrenched from him. Doctors have said that parents feel like that when they tell them that their children have passed away. Yes, Cody's problems with some Brown kids were common knowledge, they were shown on screen. For that reason, people feel that they have the right to comment on Cody's parenting. However, what's shown on screen is only part of the picture. There is more under the surface, and what was featured on Sister Wives is just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath that, there's the inner worlds of the Brown family members, including the late Garrison. Everyone keeps some of their thoughts private. In a sense, it's impossible to fully know another person. Garrison was raised by Cody and Janelle, and yet, in his final moments, he chose to commit an act that neither parent expected, although both loved him and knew him so well. The secret side of Garrison, cloaked from cameras and off-screen chats with family members, was coming out. Cody will be destroyed forever since he's viewed as a villain, but no one knew that Garrison would do this. The viewers didn't know either. They didn't fully know Garrison either. Yet they feel that they know who bears the guilt for his death, but again, they don't know for sure. What Garrison hid wasn't a dark side, it was pain. He hid some of his pain. Perhaps he was trying not to burden others. He was a great brother, son and landlord. He was active in the military. He'd been making real progress in his life. However, he had some issues. His family problems did weigh him down sometimes, but so did issues with alcohol and an ex-girlfriend. A lot of pressures were impacting him. That doesn't mean that he didn't love his mother and father. Of course he loved them. It also doesn't mean that his parents didn't know him. It's just that the most intense pain in his psyche was something he chose to keep private. Now that his spirit soars free in heaven, the people on earth who miss him have to suffer, but they love him still. They suffer because he was a sweet person and they love him. Of course, Cody would probably change certain things if he could, but there's no unringing the bell, and that's what's so horrible about this. No mean comment is going to bring Garrison back. So what is the point of being mean? All it does is hurt a man who's already at the lowest ebb. Cody may eventually speak out more about his son's death. Until then, fans can only guess what he's feeling. Some may think he's detached from his non-Robin children, but that's not the case. This kind of final goodbye hurts more when there is bad blood and unfinished business. That's because there is no opportunity to ever fix things. Those chances are gone. So, Janelle has the comfort of remembering a more peaceful relationship with Garrison. Cody must remember their arguments and what happened later. Both must walk a rocky road, but Cody is the one who is most likely to blame himself, although it's never fair to blame oneself or another person for someone else's suicide. Through 18 Sister Wives seasons, the Brown family's gotten more jaded. Everyone has changed. However, Garrison never lost the acute sensitivity that he had. It was just a part of him. He didn't grow that thicker skin. A person's sensitivity can be a beautiful thing. For example, Garrison's sensitivity inspired him to build a flower bed for Christine and Cody's daughter Truly Brown. She needed a hobby and he was there to find her one. Sensitivity is beautiful, but often it hurts. Like every gift in life, it has possible drawbacks. Garrison may have turned to alcohol to numb his sensitivity. Some people are wired to be more sensitive than others. People with a lot of empathy feel everything. Sometimes it may seem like they feel too much. Cody is being dragged, but there's so much going on here, it's a lot more difficult than it appears since individuals don't expose every single element of themselves to others, especially when they are direct kin. So there may be things about Garrison that no one knows. Janelle deserves the love she's getting now. For years she cared for her children, and she often did it alone, especially during the pandemic. She used to be one of the Brown family breadwinners. She went out to work to help the whole family, including her children and the other Brown kids. Janelle's an amazing friend to Christine. Yes, Janelle voiced her frustration with Cody in season 18, but they needed to have those tense conversations. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is all about common sense. She's always been bright, warm and intelligent. Even Cody said he hoped to reconcile with her. Now they need to move forward as grieving parents rather than enemies. They need to try not to blame each other. Hopefully their faith will give them the tools to forgive each other. They are still healing from their split, and this tragedy is the saddest thing ever. It's truly heartbreaking for Cody too. The clip shown above highlights the love that Garrison brought to other people's lives. However, it also shows how much his parents cared about him. A younger Garrison bounded into the house to see his parents. Cody greeted his son warmly. There was no visible tension between them. Then Garrison ran to his mom and gave her a big hug. That hug lasted for such a long time. It was pure love. A lot of people bear some responsibility for making the family's life harder, including the press and mean fans. However, the Browns are public figures in a high-drama business, the reality TV niche. For years, the Brown family's ups and downs have been dissected. From the Sister Wives Coyote Pass war to jealousy among the wives and beyond. The kids may not have chosen public life, but they still had to cope with celebrity. Regardless of everything that's transpired, it's a good moment to celebrate Garrison's memory. There's also value in looking back at the Browns' brighter days, which Garrison claimed in a text message that fans are emotionally invested in Sister Wives. They have very strong opinions about the cast members. Even now, when someone has died, new comments are popping up all day and night. Cody and Janelle both deserve sympathy, as do others who are grieving. Many fans are also grieving. The ones who share opinions about Cody's shortcomings may never have been through this type of trauma. They might not understand how delicate a person can be emotionally speaking and even physically after this type of shock and horror. Thankfully, a lot of Sister Wives fans who support Janelle do seem to understand. There are so many kind comments on her Instagram. If she reads them, hopefully they are a source of solace. Over the years, Janelle has shown her grit. Level-headed and down-to-earth, she has done her best for her kids. She, as the primary caregiver during the pandemic, had so much to contend with. She always prioritized her kids. The pandemic was scary at times. People made choices that, in retrospect, might have seemed extreme. Cody chose extreme distancing, unaware of what the future would bring. That is so sad. Rather than spending any time he could with his child, Garrison, he was in another house. That's going to haunt him. So many problems hit the Browns around the same time, pushing the family to a crisis point. Now those problems, while serious, pale in comparison to what has happened. Garrison was a wonderful child, demonstrative and sweet, who turned into a good man. He was still so young when he passed away. Every mother and father can imagine the pain that Cody and Janelle are feeling. Fans may cry just like the Brown parents because it's so sad. Sister Wives is about emotion, and this is a time to mourn. It's a time to consider the feelings of the family. They're more than reality stars. The Sister Wives parents Cody and Janelle are human beings. They're suffering right now. They have thousands of memories that are flooding their minds. They're feeling so much. While people may have genuine cause to dislike Cody, they shouldn't discount what he's feeling. He could be extremely fragile. This situation is so painful. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.